In 2007, I left cloud telephony provider Broadsoft to pursue some new ideas about how to help cloud operators, companies like Verizon and Comcast, deliver more and better cloud services. I was coming from what's called the network side of things towards the IT side, which is basically enterprise software. And all of these things are usually encapsulated or accompanied by consulting. Consulting is actually where Leonid initially started. As we were out doing these consulting engagements, we were also applying that learning to the design of some software products that we were starting to roll out, funded by our operations and consulting. One thing we learned was there was a acute lack of portal customization tools and add-on widgets so that the operators could offer great self-care portals to their end users, which was a really important part of having a successful cloud offer. The good news is that the tool sets were there, the APIs were there were great feasible architectures to deliver a lightweight, extremely flexible portal environment that could be mass customized and yet operate on a one single foundation code base. And on that basis, we developed Loki Portals, which was a portal toolkit that dramatically cut the cost and time to go out and deliver a really great self-care experience, both on an initial basis and on an incremental basis as well. Next, we noticed that the labor around provisioning, creating new accounts, and actually delivering services on these new cloud elements was taking a long time, and the legacy systems that were present in these operators were very slow to adapt. And a lot of that was because the way these legacy systems approached their interface with service elements was not really appropriate to these new cloud elements. And so there were lightweight architectures available to do this in a much simpler way. And on that basis, we delivered Loki Provisioning, which is about automation and standardization for creating these cloud service instances. And that was a big boost for our operators. So whereas something would take them an hour, now it took them 5 minutes. And the fundamental systems architecture in a lot of our operators were dominated by these legacy OSS systems. So as they were transitioning to more modern VoIP systems, things based on IETF standards and IP and so forth, their back office IT systems also really needed to adapt in a fundamental way. And this is something where the process design engagements that we were doing really helped us to design an effective system. And that, coupled with very strong off-the-shelf platforms where you could deliver a series of apps on top of these systems like Sugar CRM and Salesforce, they were already changing the way that enterprise software was being delivered, dramatically reducing the amount of custom code that had to be written. And on that basis, we delivered Loki BPM, which is our business layer system. And it allows an operator to modernize their back office and leverage everything that's out there in these great new off-the-shelf systems like Salesforce and Sugar. We weren't the only people building these types of systems, but I think that our observations and our empathy with all the different actors, some of them kind of non-obvious but extremely important, that were involved in the design and the rollout of these software systems, is what really helped make us competitive.